my Nikki Luz, and thank you for tuning in to Disturbing Reasons to Be Afraid of the Dark. Today is a good day. I made plans for this weekend. We are going to be going to the trail right down the street from my house, and that trail has a really old cemetery. And the good news is, y'all are coming along with me. It's going to be really fun. I can't wait. But there's a story behind the graveyard. I'm not just going to bring y'all to a graveyard that probably isn't haunted. It's haunted, booze. I'm so excited. My husband really agreed. I didn't have to talk him into it too much because he does whatever I ask him because he loves me. But we had went before when we first moved to Alabama. And when I didn't know there was a cemetery in it. I didn't. It wasn't that intention. I'm not that creepy. But we went, and when you come into the front of the trail, there's this little, there's a check-in desk. So that way they know who's in their trail, just in case. And it's $3, which ain't bad. It doesn't matter how many people you bring. It's $3. It's really cheap. And you sign in, and you go in, and they give you a map. And when I'm looking at the map, I'm like, oh my god, this is going to be so cool. We could take this trail. And I was like, there is a cemetery? My day was made. I was so excited. But we went to the cemetery, and I was so excited. We finally got there. I thought we missed it after a while. And I was like, oh, fudge it. We're just going to have to come another time. And Jenny's going to join us today. She's being a good puppy. And we got there, and I was so excited. And I was amazed at the graves. I mean, it was fenced in, and it was little. It was about like classrooms when you were little. It was like a little one. It wasn't big, It wasn't acreage of graves and dead people or nothing in that sort of, But it had some graves, and the graves were dated back to the 1800s. I was amazed, and it's fenced in, and it has a gate on it, and I was like standing in front of it, just staring at it, and I was like, I want to go in. And my husband was like, no. I was like, come on, I just want to go in. So I walked up to it, and right when I was about to touch the gate, there's these big trees, and a big branch fell right in front of me by the front gate. And I backed up, and then I felt burning on my chest. Something scratched me. I was terrified. I was like, well, I guess I'm not going to go in. I guess they don't want me in for some reason, or something doesn't want me in there, so I didn't go in. But my husband was like, we're never going back. He said, when we come on the shows, when I asked to go there, he said, it's too much. And it was 3 scratches. So that scared him. Because even though, he's kind of like a skeptic. He's not a full skeptic. It's like a skeptic. He's being a skeptic because he's afraid of what he doesn't see. You follow me? It's not like he comes with me. He's went on me on investigations before, and he's a real trooper. He does a really good job, but he's scared of something to happen to him. And I know the feeling. At first I was scared too, but you get used to it, and I really get used to it. You just accept the fact that if you're gonna do this, you have to accept that something might happen to you. You might get scratched. Be prepared to sage your home. Be prepared to go to a medium if you have to. Call a church if you need anything. You have to be prepared to take those steps whenever you in this line. So anyway, he's agreed to go, so we will go this weekend. I hope it doesn't rain. It's not supposed to. I hope it's not too cold. We're going to try to go Saturday, and I'll probably upload it for y'all Sunday, or it'll be uploaded. I'll do it during the nighttime because I'm a night owl. That's why I do these videos so late, because I stay up all night and doing research, and then I wake up at 12 o'clock. My life. But anyway, so we're going, and I'll be taking y'all with me. I'm so excited. I will bring my EVP recorder. I will try my best to make sure y'all get what's happening and y'all feel what we're feeling. I'll try to describe it as much as I can, because I've never really, I might do a live video. I am not sure. It would probably be a good idea just to do it live, But I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna talk to my husband about it and see what he thinks, and we're gonna go over the live stuff and see, because we're, like I said, we're new to this, so we're learning. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started, because this is gonna have to probably be in 2 to 3 videos. So let's get started. And it's gonna fall today. And it's already hot right here because I got these candles. All these candles right here, so it's gonna stay and y'all can see it. Very good. Okay. But what I might do is I might read y'all a couple of these, and then I had it marked. I'm so unorganized sometimes. I know a lot of people could relate. It's just I'll probably read a couple of these and continue in another video and give y'all a little piece of something else. I won't drown y'all with 2 videos of these, okay? So let's get started. True stories of close encounters. And I got most of these stories from BuzzFeed and different internet sites. These are true accounts. These are not my accounts. These are accounts that are online that I've researched. And these are the ones that I find to be most truthful and not fabricated or anything like that. A close encounter of the first kind. I was passing a window on an overcast night. I noticed a star and became curious because I realized this was the only star in this overcast night sky. I watched and called my roommate over to observe this with me. The light was completely still, so we concluded that it wasn't a plane. Then the light started to become very bright. Then it would dim. It did this for a few minutes. Then it shifted from its position in the sky, left, then to the right, then to the left again. It did this so quickly and effortlessly. My roommate started to freak out and grabbed her phone, which had a flashing light bright feature on it. She flashed at the light for a second, then stopped. The light became 3D as it continued to change its luminosity. As it moved closer to us, my roommate took away her phone and ran from the window. I continued to watch and observed it shift again in the sky. Finally, it became dim again. Then it zoomed away like something in a cartoon. I didn't sleep that night. That's crazy. It's kind of something like we did, but it did flash at us. I'm grateful for that. I probably would have done, I probably would have stood there and watched it. Well, it depends how I was feeling that day. Okay, close encounters of the second kind. This was in the middle of nowhere, Washington. I'm lying in a large field with 8 friends, stargazing at just hanging out after a long day of work. We're all seeing the average occasional shooting star. Sorry, my puppy barked at me. I'm sorry. And enjoying ourselves. Randomly, one of my friends and I sat bolt upright for no apparent reason, facing towards a thick wooded area. Above the tree line, a large bright green light appeared suddenly. We watched it for about 15 seconds. Then it exploded even brighter, shot away from us, and dove toward the ground at an insane speed. It left the trail, and as it dropped, we saw a ring appear around it. We tried to get to the others to look, but once they did, there was nothing there. That's creepy. Oh my god. Okay, I got time for one more, and then the rest will be in another video. I'm sorry, guys. Close encounters of the third kind. I have been obviously terrified of aliens. She was really terrified of the Greys, okay? I can't say that word today. Remember I told you I had a problem with this. Since I was about 4 years old, I was never exposed to any sort of media or stories that included those types of aliens. So I have no idea where the fear came from. My family has several stories that features UFOs, but I wasn't told these stories until I was in my early teens. When my mother was a child, she and the rest of her family were followed by a bright light on the highway after several miles of following them, shot straight into the sky and disappeared. My grandmother actually got the footage. I've had only one encounter, and I don't talk about it often. But when I was about 7, I went downstairs in the middle of the night to grab a book. I happened to glance at our sliding glass door and saw what appeared to be a large white face with the typical huge vacant black eyes, peering through the curtains about 6 feet off the ground. Needless to say, I ran upstairs and jumped in my bed with my parents. 25 years later, I consider myself a skeptic, but I have no explanation for what I saw, but I certainly don't want to experience it ever again. That was crazy. But that's all the close encounter stories we have today. A time we have, because I can't do over 15 seconds, because like 15 minutes, because like I said, I'm doing this on my phone. It sucks, I know, but once my computer gets going, I will do it on my camera so that way I could put it on my laptop. But until then, I cannot, and I'm so sorry. I wish I could. I would do really long videos. That's why we don't know how we're gonna do the live footage or not. I might as well just do it. I might do it in just like sneak bits of it. But I'll have another video finishing this for y'all, so do not worry, it'll be up today, so that way y'all don't even have to worry about it. So this is part 1. Please go to part 2 so that way you can hear the rest of them. They get really interesting. Okay guys, I hope y'all have a great day if I don't do it. And remember, my friends, thanks for joining Disturbing Reasons to Be Afraid of the Dark, and stay scared, my Nikki Lou.